Welcome to Quantum Paranormal. This channel began its third year in 2026. On this channel, a background in metaphysics and quantum physics is channeled into paranormal investigations. Upgrades to equipment and an expanded list of locations have been made for 2026 and will hopefully improve the experience. This channel features short POV videos to share my experiences. The videos are unedited except for the inclusion of responses where they occurred. I try not to interpret what happens and to leave that to the viewer. I do, however, try to get context for the responses I get. This is all about the journey, which is more important than the destination. I am not interested in being an internet personality and do not ask anyone to like, comment and subscribe like other channels. Feel free to do those things if they are useful to you. Enough of all that. Let's get on with the investigation.
Okay, this is the Perrysburg Historical Museum, Part 2. And we get these apps started. Here is running. Don't seem to have as much signal down here as we did upstairs. Spirit Talker is running. And Ghost 2 is running.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Okay, my name is Bill. I'm here to make it possible for any spirits that wish to communicate with me during the short visit that I'm having here. Feel free to use these apps. This one on the left might be able to generate a picture. The signal looks kind of low. That may be a problem. The one in the center is for building words. The one on the right is for picking words from a list. I have a little blue box.
No.
Yes, I do. The little blue box right in front of me is for yes and no responses. The two devices at the far end with the antennas, the middle antenna sticking out. If you go near those antennas, it lights up lights. And this lantern will let it get close to it. And here went down.
I'm not no signal down here.
Try it one more time. And just keep up on it. But if you get near that lantern.
Them.
Them? Them who? What them are you referring to? Can you tell me their names? Who the them are? And again, feel free to interact with these devices for building words or picking words from a list. Or feel free to play with the other devices down if you want to. None of them are dangerous. They're just there for you to interact with and indicate your presence. Is there any spirits in this part of the building or who are aware of my presence here that want to communicate? Feel free to do so. Yep, upstairs not going to work today. But the other devices are working if you want to do for the building words or picking words from the list. Anyone in this part of the building or who is aware of my presence in this part of the building that wants to communicate? I'm here for maybe a half hour. There was the lantern. Did you just touch the lantern? If you did, you want to try to do that again?
Don't go further.
Don't go further. Don't go further than what? I won't go anywhere at all. I'll stand right here and let you interact with these devices and communicate if you wish to. I do like to give you a chance to communicate. I'm sure you don't have that opportunity very often. And I do invite you to communicate anything you want to.
My remains.
Okay, your remains. Is there a problem with your remains? Or can you tell me what the issue is with your remains? Can you tell me more about that? Anything else? Anyone else have something to add?
Stabbed.
Stabbed. Is that what happened to you? Can you tell me when that happened, or what the situation was when that happened? Or anything else about that that you want to add? Anyone else? Anyone else want to get in on this conversation or add something to the conversation? I generally plan on doing a half hour, but if it stays very quiet, I can make that a bit shorter.
Scar.
Scar. Okay. When you say scar, does that also relate to stabbed? Or do you have a scar from something else? Can you tell me more about that?
You were courageous.
Well, thank you for that, but I don't generally consider that to be the case. But I am happy to make this opportunity available to you when I can. And thank you for the comment. Anything else? Anything else you want to add?
16.
16. Okay. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes.
Were you 16? Are you talking about 1916 the year? Or are you talking about 16 of something?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. I'm guessing that you're trying to indicate that was 1916 the year. If that's the case, did something important happen then? Can you tell me more about that? Or does anyone else want to join this conversation?
Hunt.
Okay, hunt. When you say hunt, are you talking about going hunting? Or are you talking about the family with the last name Hunt?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know some of them. I grew up with some friends whose last name were Hunt. Is there something special that you want to talk about?
Sacred ground.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the sacred ground? Is there sacred ground around this building, or does something else happen on sacred ground? Can you tell me what the sacred ground relates to?
No.
Okay. Anyone else want to join the conversation? Or anything to add to the conversation?
Chaos.
Chaos. Was there a situation that you were in that seemed like chaos? Or does your current situation seem like chaos? Can you tell me more about that? Again, my name is Bill, and I'm here for a short time to allow you to communicate if you wish to, using this device in the center to build words, or the one on the right to pick words from a list, or interact with any of the devices in front of you on this table. The two with the metal antennas will light up if you go near those antennas. The lantern, you put energy into it or touch it, will light up those colored rings. And this little blue box on the table will pick up yes and no responses. Feel free to play with them if you want to. None of them are dangerous, and I like to make them available to you if you wish to play with them and experiment with them, as well as allowing anyone that wishes to communicate from these devices right near me to do so. So anyone else want to get in on the conversation? Anything to add to the conversation we've had so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Chaos.
Chaos again, back to back. Can you tell me what that refers to? It is interesting that quite often I do get
Jones.
Jones. Okay. Is Jones your last name?
Yes.
Okay.
My throat hurt at the end.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me what happened to you? Were you sick? Or were you injured? Can you tell me more about that?
No.
Okay. Is that something you don't want to talk about?
I hate what I did.
You hate what you did. Would you like to tell me what that was?
Dress.
Dress. Are you talking about a particular dress? Was there something special about the dress?
We love talking.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, but I wish you would do more of that, because I'd really love to hear everything that you want to say. Or is it just slow going using these devices?
I died of sickness.
Okay, you died of sickness. Is that the same person whose throat hurt at the end? Or is that someone else who's adding that? And again, while I'm here, feel free to use these devices to communicate anything you wish to communicate. If anyone wants to join the conversation, also feel free to do that. If things keep going, I got about 15 more minutes left in this session. As yet, nothing has been on this device on the right, picking words from a list. They've all been coming through this device to build words, which is fine. Feel free to use either one of those devices if you want to.
Dominant.
Dominant. Are you referring to a person who was dominant? Or a situation? Can you tell me what was dominant? What was that about? And can you tell me more about that? And for those of you who might be around here with me, I didn't have it out when I was upstairs, but I do have a little black box on that table over to the left that is putting out extra energy. If you need extra energy to communicate, you might be able to get it from that box. Anything else to add? Anyone else want to get in on this conversation? Again, I'm only here for a short time, and this is your chance at
Diabolical.
diabolical. What does that refer to? Do you think was something diabolical?
Yes.
Captain.
Okay. Captain. Okay. When you say captain, are you referring to the captain of a ship? Or a captain in the military?
Bernadette.
Bernadette. Hello. Okay. Thanks for joining the conversation. Is there something you wanted to communicate to me today? And the person who said captain, you're referring to yourself? Was that who you were when you were alive? Anyone else? Anything else? If you have anything else to say, I could be here another 10 minutes. But if it stays quiet, I could also cut it short. So anyone want to join in the conversation? Well,
No.
No. You don't have to.
Daughter.
Daughter. Okay. When you say daughter, does that response relate to Bernadette? Was Bernadette a daughter? Did she have a daughter? Can you tell me something else about the daughter? Okay, anything else? Again, my name is Bill. I still have these two devices running here. The one in the center for building words and the one on the right for
Archibald.
picking words from the list. Archibald.
No.
No. You have a problem with that? Do you not want me to hear what Archibald has to say? Or do you not want us talking about Archibald? I'm certainly interested in any communication that anyone wishes to put forward.
Yes. Yes.
I get that quite often. When I ask for additional communication, I get yeses, but then I don't get a follow-up to that. You having trouble using these devices? Do you have things you want to say that you're not sure?
No. No.
Okay.
My body lies close by.
Okay. Can you tell me where that is? Or in what direction from here? Can you expand on that at all? I'm certainly interested in hearing anything you wish to say. And at this point, I've got about 7 minutes left. If anyone wants to get in on this conversation while I'm still available. Anyone else? Anyone else have something to add? Anything else to add?
Peril.
Peril. Are you referring to a situation that you were in when you were alive? Can you tell me more about the peril? Anyone else? I have about 5 more minutes if anyone wants to add anything. Or if there is nothing else to add, I could also close this down a little bit early. So anything else to add?
You were gentle.
Thank you. I can appreciate that. I appreciate that response. Is there anything about yourself that you want to tell me about? I'd certainly love to hear that. Anyone else? Especially on this device on the right where you pick words. I haven't done anything else on that this session, so that'll probably be the first one to be shutting down if it stays quiet.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Right.
Right. W-R-I-G-H-T. Is that your last name?
No.
No. Okay. Can you tell me what
Others.
others? Okay. What others are you referring to? Are there others with you right now? Can you tell me more about the others? Anything else? Still have a few minutes left. If there's anything you want to still get in. And I'm going to go and shut down this device on the right in just a moment. Ghost tube is down. I still have this device here in the center for building words, if you want to interact with that, or any of the other devices on the table. I have a couple minutes left for any last minute responses in this location. Anyone else?
Creativity.
Creativity. Okay. Are you referring to something you did when you were alive? Are you referring to this museum? Are you referring to something else? Can you tell me what creativity refers to? I still have a short while if you want to get in. Anything else? Anyone else want to get in, anyone else want to get in on this conversation while I'm still here for this last minute or so? Because if not, I will be closing out this session. Anyone?
Yes.
Yes? You think this time I might get done with this? Or does that refer to something else? Well, such it is in any case. Last chance. Anyone else? Anything else?
Theodore.
Theodore. You got that one right in there. Anything you want to add before I shut this down? In any case, I thank you for putting that forward. If there's nothing else, I will be shutting down that last device coming up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you. Spirit Talker is down. Thank you to those who communicated with me during this session. I do appreciate it. And I'll shut this down for now. Thank you.
Before I close this video, let's review the responses I got during this investigation.